Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here in the Overflow Room Annex, where we're talking about books on music, scads and scads of books on music. And I was just looking through some of the stuff that I've got sitting around here, and oh my God, we're going to be doing this for like the rest of our lives. Okay, hopefully that will be a long time. Let's begin, shall we? This particular video focuses on Brahms. There's a lot of Brahms here. Well, a couple Brahmses and one other sort of general contextual thing. First, Brahms and the Challenge of the Symphony. A large, weighty tome by let's see, oh yes, Mr. Knapp. Raymond Knapp, or Knapp, however he pronounced it. And this is actually a very, very interesting book. It was published in, let's see, what's the date? 1997. And it's really, really interesting. The chapters are The History of an Obsession. That's Brahms's obsession with the symphony. Chapter 2, The Symphonic Challenge, Brahms and his contemporaries, reconciling style and genre, rethinking the symphony, the problem of orchestration. Yes, definitely something worth discussing when we talk about Brahms. Elusive webs, generic resonance, and the synthesis of traditions. Yeah, okay, now it's getting kind of musicological. Pattern variation and ostinato. Let's see, there's lots of that in all the symphonies. And then chapter 6, The Quest for Unity, and chapter 7 on the significance of Brahms's symphonies. So there you go. I mean, it's like it really gives you a lot to digest. But it's very well written and thoughtful, and even though some of it may be a little bit abstruse for the non-expert, and I'm a non-expert, so I can attest to the abstrusity, trust me. It's still well worth reading and full of musical examples and interesting comments. So it's all really good. So that's fine. Then we have Brahms and His World, revised edition. This is edited by Walter Frisch and Kevin Carnes. Since its first publication in 1990, Brahms and His World has become a key text. It's a key text. Get it? It's key. It's a text. And it's got in it a whole bunch of very interesting essays. Seriously, there's really good stuff. It's in two parts. There's three parts, actually. Part 1 is essays by various people, including Leon Botstein. These and His World things are often part of that, I think, the Bard College Symposia that Botstein runs, something like that. And there's some really, really good stuff. So we've got essays on Brahms, including Clara Schumann and Brahms the Godfather, which is by Styra Avens, my dear friend and a wonderful scholar, lovely person. Brahms, the Third Symphony in the New German School. Well, that's worth reading, for sure. Between Work and Play, Brahms is a performer of his own music, and all kinds of stuff like that. They're just interesting topics. Both personal and musical. Then we've got part 2, reception and analysis. Well, the analysis can be a little bit, musicological. So, what can I tell you? But there's, a lot of very interesting commentary and hardcore analysis going on here. And then memoirs. Brahms, The Last Days, Memories and Letters. My Early Acquaintance with Brahms, Remembering Brahms. Brahms and His Krefeld Friends, Johannes Brahms' Man, Teacher, and Artist. And these are all, memoirs of Brahms by people who knew him. Brahms and the Newer Generation, Personal Reminiscences by Alexander von Semlinsky and Carl Weigel. Really, really interesting. So this is just a terrific book on Brahms. Brahms and His World. Yeah, definitely worth, if you're a Brahms person, definitely worth checking out these essays. And also by Walter Frisch is Western Music in Context, Music in the 19th Century. Frisch is a wonderful scholar. He really is. He's at, I think he's at Yale, like down the street here, down the road. And it examines the period from the Congress of Vienna in 1815 to the advent of modernism in the 1890s. Walter Frisch traces a complex web of relationships involving composers, performers, publishers, notated scores, oral traditions, audiences, institutions, critics, cities, and nations. The book's central themes include the middle class involvement in music, which was a big deal, the rich but elusive concept of romanticism, the cult of virtuosity, and the ever-changing balance between musical and commercial interests. So this is a very, very interesting study. I enjoyed reading it enormously because, Frisch writes decent history as well as being a musicologist, and that's a rare combination, and he takes his musical examples and can talk about them in the most erudite possible way, but he also knows how to tell a good story. And so the harder stuff goes down pretty easy, and it's not terribly long, and it's just a well put together study. Frisch really is somebody you should pay attention to if you see him, as we just did in Brahms and His World. He's very, very serious and very, very knowledgeable. So there you go. Thank you, Mr. Frisch. Music in the 19th century. Great stuff. And I think just these three books will give Brahms people a good long time to relax and enjoy the context and specifics of his music and life and period and era and friendships and all of that stuff. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.